What's up, this Sideline Sports-Talk? I'm excited, and I am very, very excited, man. We got the professional arena indoor football Wyoming Mustangs head coach Curtis Williams on the phone. What's going on, Coach?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed over here, man. Just first of all, we at Sideline Sports-Talk just appreciate you, taking your time out to talk with us and everything. And I know, it's Easter Sunday, and everybody's spending time with their family, and of course you got your first victory last night against the Rapid City Marshals.
Absolutely, and it was much needed. I mean, we finally found our little niche. We played well as a team, and we finally got this community what they needed, and that was a big win.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that a little later. But I want everybody to know you. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself. Your coaching history. Before you went to Wyoming, just tell them just a little bit about yourself, whatever you want to tell the people.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, a small town above Cincinnati, Loveland, Ohio, home of the great Loveland Fighting Tigers. I started my playing career at Loveland, then I went on to West Virginia University, played football there. Got my graduated from Ashland University up north in Ohio.
Okay.
Then I played a little bit, signed as a free agent with the Seattle Seahawks. Did okay there till what the NFL stands for is not for long when you get hurt, and I broke my hip.
Yeah.
They sent me packing quick, so I thought I'd never been told I wasn't good enough to play the game anymore, so I thought the best thing for me to do was, join the military. So I joined the United States Navy and ended up becoming a U.S. Navy diver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the little tidbit a lot of people don't know. And then,
so you're a swimmer?
No, I'm a diver. I sink. That's why they give me that Mark V helmet. I don't swim well. I sink to the bottom and I look at the fishes. No, actually, when the USS Cole got hit back in 2001, that was my first dive was to help pull up some of our divers there. So if you can imagine, or not our divers, but our sailors and a couple Marines. But you can imagine what we go through as in the United States military, putting up with things and doing the things that we do to protect, this beautiful land we have.
Yeah.
When you go overseas and then your first thing as a 22, 23-year-old kid is you're pulling up bodies that were brothers of yours to begin with. So that was tough.
Man, I imagine. Man.
That was a difficult part. But then when I did my time and came home and got an opportunity with the what they call the Dayton Skyhawks, which is arena football too.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I got my start. And I started had a great season. And then actually I played with that old guy named Butterbean, if you remember that boxer.
Butterbean. Oh, yeah, I love Butterbean, man. That was the knockout king.
Yeah, we did a promo stunt, and he was on our team for a little while. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, Butterbean. He's doing a lot of speaking. He goes around doing a little speaking and stuff, man. He says some of those things.
He's a good guy. And I mean, as long as you stay out of his right cross, you're good to go.
Wow, yeah. That guy will knock some people out. But, Coach, this is your first year at Wyoming Mustangs, and I know change is about to come. You know what I'm saying? And just things about to change at Wyoming. You came in the middle of the season. What made your decision to come in the middle of the season? Because they was like 0-2, wasn't they, when you first got there?
Yeah, they had just recently lost to and I will never take away the credit. The Dallas Prime are a phenomenal semi-professional team, and they came in and they beat the Mustangs. And at that point, new ownership took over, and the new ownership and the old coaching staff were going in different directions. So what they did was they sent them on their way, and they gave me an opportunity. They called me on a Sunday, and I was out here on Tuesday, and then on my bus for my first away game on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
We didn't play, so that's how I got my opportunity out here. I've been here almost, it'll be 3 weeks on Wednesday, and so far, so good. The team is starting to buy into what we're doing, making right moves with some of the player personnel, getting some new guys in here that can play ball. And as you can see, the results last night was a big win for us and much needed.
Yeah. How many players do you have on your roster? How many players on your roster?
We keep 25 on our roster, and then 21 are active for the game.
Okay.
So we have 4 inactive guys that, we move in and out. We've got a couple on IR right now, but those guys don't count towards that 25 man.
Oh, okay. Okay. Who are your impact players on your team?
We've got a running back who's a big name running back.
Hello?
Are you there?
Yeah,
I thought I lost you for a second. No.
All right.
I've got a big time running back named Tobias Taylor, I believe is his last name.
Oh, okay.
I'm still learning the guy's first and last name, but he's our biggest impact player right now as far as the offense goes. And honestly, our biggest impact player that we had on defense was a guy by the name of Tony Peterson. He tore his ACL in the Omaha game 2 weeks ago, and we lost him for the season. But he's a phenomenal kid out of Ashland University as well, so we know each other well.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know you got Ray Lewis Jr. on your team. Have you had a chance to meet Ray Lewis Sr.?
Funny story about that is I met Ray Lewis Sr. About 25 years ago in college when he hit me so hard I had to call my mother.
I bet.
Those were my 2 hardest hits in my life, were by him and by a UFC fighter when I was 10 years old, a guy by the name of Matt the Hammer Hamill, a deaf kid. Him and I grew up together, and we've been friends since we were real little. He hit me just about as hard when we were 10 years old playing community football.
Wow.
But Ray Lewis Senior, he's busy, you know how that goes, but his son is a phenomenal young man who is, you question whether they are, what their motives are or what their egos are going to be like, being such a famous player's son. But the kid is in the film room. If he's not in the film room, he's constantly trying to make himself not only a better ball player, but a better young man.
That's good, man. Because I was just about to ask you, what impact is he making on the team? And it sounds like he's making a great impact. You know what I'm saying?
He is off the field, and he's an inspiration to these kids.
I see him getting a lot of autographs.
I believe he works with some behavioral challenge kids in the off season.
Okay.
Is what he does out in Oklahoma, but here he off the field, you can't ask for a better kid, and constantly trying to become a better athlete. So he's a work in progress, but he's a good kid and a good ball player.
That's good. That's good. Let's get to this victory. Y'all got your first victory of the season.
Yes, sir.
Can you give us a recap? I know it was exciting. I just know when you got that victory, you just jumped out your skin.
Oh yeah, and it was about 4 minutes left to go in the game, and we were up by 14, I believe, and then they got a quick turnover and scored and put them within 8, and that's when I started to get a little nervous. But with these kids and the fight that they've got in them, if you saw the Omaha game 2 weeks ago. These kids don't quit fighting. They've got a heart like I've never seen. You don't see guys quit. A lot of times in professional sports, you see guys kind of give up because all they're worried about is that paycheck.
Yeah.
But these kids didn't quit, and we got a huge win last night.
Yeah. Y'all did. Because I think Rapid City is ranked what in y'all conference, 4th or something like that.
Yeah. So by conference standards, it was an upset. By our standards, it was just another day at the office, and it's time to move forward.
Exactly. Another day at the office, man. Got to take care of business. It seemed like y'all did that last night. And
we did.
Congratulate y'all on that victory, that first victory. Because I know how I feel as a coach coming into a program, and you got to rebuild and start over, especially your situation, how you came in, and and other games was kind of close too.
The first game, when you come in as a coaching staff, and let me just tell you, the coaching staff that I have is fantastic. One of them's got more Arena Bowl rings than most people. As our D coordinator was Cedric Walker, and then we got Kerry Lachlan, who's our O-line, D-line coach. And what you don't know is we just brought in, as of tomorrow, Bones Brigade from, he was the OC for the Massachusetts Pirates last year, who won they won the Cup last year.
Okay.
So, I've got a lot to learn as a coach because, this is my first professional gig as a head coach. but I know who to bring in and bring in the right spots to make sure that we're successful as a team.
That's good. That's good. Y'all got the Topeka Tropics next week.
Oh
and, Topeka, I don't think they won this week. I think they're still trying to get their first game, and
yeah, they are.
Give us a rundown how the Mustangs can prepare for them, because it's any given day.
I'll be honest with you, we're going to do it exactly the way we prepare for the Omaha Beach. That was Line of Liberty. Anybody that we're going to play in our league, we're going to prepare the same for. It's full steam ahead. My kids, their names aren't Jesus, so they're going to make mistakes. But as long as they make them at 100%, then I'm okay with that. Yeah. So, as long as we're moving in the right direction, and we're gonna prepare for this game just like we prepare for everybody else. Yeah. This is a stepping stone to get where we want to be, and that's the CIF champions.
Yeah. Yes. That's the number one goal.
Absolutely.
Number one goal. That's the number one goal. There you go. We got the Wyoming Mustangs head coach Curtis Williams in the building. He got his first victory this past Saturday. The Sideline Sports-Talk. Hey, Coach, you got anything else for our people? Tell them how you tune in, how they can tune in to the games. I know how to tune in to the games, but I want you to tell them how you can tune in to the games.
What you do is there the CIF, which is the Champions Indoor Football. They have an app that you can get in the Play Store, so you can get it on your phone, you can get it on your TV, any smart TV. Download the Champions Indoor Football app, and then put it on. Get it on your phone, and the games are just right there. They're live stream, and then you can actually watch, our older games as well as other guys around the league.
Yeah. It's a good app, man. It's a good app, and I advise the people to check it out, man. Check them out. Good program, good coach, man. They're hey, I can tell you this. You're gonna hear about this team. You're gonna hear about this team in the years to come, years that after that.
Yes, sir.
And Coach Williams, he's a great coach, a man who fears the Lord. Just ready to just build his program, excited. And
that's the beautiful part about what we do as coaches is to be, in my opinion, to be a good head coach, there's two things in this world you got to want to do. Is you got to want to be a better man every day, and you want your players to do the same. So if I can help a young man do a little bit better in life, then I've done my job as a head coach. With those kind of things, then the wins come and all that other stuff comes hand in hand. But I want to get these kids. Their dream is to be a professional athlete, and I had that dream as well, and that's what arena football does.
Yeah.
So, we get some kids that wouldn't be afforded that opportunity to be a professional athlete. Now they can be. Yeah. And so, you find a diamond in the rough every once in a while, and you get them to move up. But if we're moving up as men as well as players, and we're not moving laterally or downward, then we're doing our job as coaches.
Yes. Coach, there are a lot of players that they want to play they want to play in the professional leagues, and they're coming from semi-pro football. What advice can you give them and things to do that they need to do?
Like for one, is they got to believe in their dream. Their dream is if you don't speak your dream, it's still just that, it's a dream.
Exactly.
And put that dream in. If that's what you want to do in your life, and you there's nothing that can be better than work harder to obtain that goal, which is your dream. For two, get out to combines. Yeah. There are combines that are set up everywhere. Pro level scouting, which you and I have talked about them. They do a great job with scouting. They've got 3 combines coming up this spring. Get on their website, sign up for it. Get there. There's Canadian Football League will be there. The USFL will be there.
Wow.
And a lot of the arena teams and coaches will be there as well.
Wow.
And there are other great combines out there. You just got to be able to look for them, search for them, and get out to them, because somebody will notice you.
Yeah.
And there is an opportunity with this arena league and all these other leagues starting up. There's an opportunity more now than ever for kids an opportunity to achieve those dreams.
Yeah.
So get to a combine, get out there, get your name out there. You know, we can sit all day long. That's how I got my job.
Yeah.
Was, you know, I constantly was, you know, Andre, you and I have talked many times. I am constantly on the phone trying to market myself.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to do it, is market yourself with your actions and your abilities.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go, players. Hey, that's the information you need right there. You got to put it in action. And also, like you said, Coach, you got to speak those things. I believe in, it's a scripture that I believe in, is write the vision down. You got to write it down. You got to write it down. Write it on paper. Get some steps. Get some goals. And then you got to grind on it. You got to go forth and put steps in. Faith is dead without works. You know?
Yeah.
So you got to put forth
it's
that action.
It's funny that you say that, because, you know, when you talk about, you know, when we were growing up, we didn't hear that word grind. We didn't. That just started recently. But there's a word that can never be more true on what you got to do, is you literally got to grind it out day after day after day. When you're too tired to move forward, then you got to grind a little bit more, because there's somebody out there that's working twice as hard to get that same spot you wanted. So, you know, Mike Tyson is. I love Mike Tyson and his, especially now that he's older. He's really got some real wisdom. Listen to what he says a lot of times in his interviews. Tyson will give you the blueprint of being a successful, you know, athlete.
Exactly. Yep. Well, there you go, people. This is Sideline Sports Talk. Coach Williams, Wyoming Mustangs, professional arena indoor football. He gave you information on how to, if you want to transition from semi-pro football and want to play professional football like a lot of guys I was talking about, he done gave you the blueprint. So, hey.
And here's another thing, is you got to, if you want to be a professional athlete, you got to root for the Wyoming Mustangs and watch us play every week. Otherwise. Exactly. I'm just kidding. You go Stan Gang. That's all we can say.
And yeah, exactly. Because you never know. They might be watching you. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Wyoming Mustangs might come and watch you. You know what I'm saying? So be on the grind. Stay healthy. Do your thing. It's Sideline Sports Talk. We appreciate you, Coach, for taking your time out talking with us, man. And we're going to talk with you more, man, throughout the season. This ain't just the first and the last interview. We're going to interview you again.
No, I'm always available. And, you know, happy Easter to everybody out there in Arkansas. You guys, I can't wait to get out there as soon as I get out on my, as soon as the off season hits, that's when we're going on vacation. We're going to go hit those springs.
Man, let me know when you coming this way.
All right, I got you, Tim. You know I'm coming to see you anyway.
Yep. All right, Coach. All right, man. Thank you for your time.
Hey, no problem. Andre, give me a call later.
All right, Coach.
All right. Happy Easter, kiddo.
All right, you too. All right, bye-bye. Sideline Sports Talk, baby. Let's go and let's stay focused.